A couple of comments to make before concluding this exercise. First of all, I wanted to mention under the Inquiry toolbar, selecting that, you have the command called List. If I select List, I am asked to select objects. I'm going to pick this line and then Enter. When doing that, I get the Autocad text window to pop up. I'm going to click and drag this and place it in the center. Here's the information that we are looking at right here. Basically, it tells us that we have a line selected. The layer it currently resides on is table. The space is model space. This handle is something that Autocad needs to keep track of this entity. And then it gives us the information from point XYZ and to point XYZ, the overall length, the angle in the XY plane, and then the typical delta X, delta Y, and delta Z. If you ever needed to see this information, you can do the list. And to make this text window go away, you can close it. And to bring it back, you can use your F2 key. F2 key will show you the list of commands you have issued. You can scroll up, you can scroll down, and you can look at some of the things you've done in your drawing session. Closing that out. I'm going to place this back down here. By the way, if I were to right click over any one of these icons, the Express tools, it's only going to show me the other Express tools. So be very careful. Even though I've indicated you can right click over any icon, if you right click over these set of icons, it's only going to take you into that menu group. So you have to right click over the ACAD group in order to see the longer list. And finally, I've opened up the drawing that you saw when we first started this tutorial. I'm zooming in. My reasons for opening this drawing are to go into the Layer Properties Manager and just to show you the list of layers that they have. For now, I'm going to select Hide Details so that we can see more of this. And just so that you can see, you can create as many layers as you'd like to in Autocad. There really is no limit. You can specify layers that point out specific things in your drawing, or you can do what I like to do, and that is to group as much information together as possible. For example, interior and exterior walls, I like to place them on the same layer. There are some architectural firms that like putting those on separate layers. They also like to break up the information for the stairs, put that on one layer. When it comes to doors and windows, they place the glazing on one layer, the header on the other, and so on and so forth. The exercises I'm going to show you, I'm going to keep the layers to a minimum. And really the only purpose for creating so many layers is to break everything up and organize it to the nth degree. But it's not going to be necessary when we begin to draw. What will be necessary is for you to understand that every firm does this differently, and you do have to adapt to their standards. And every firm does have a set of standards that is followed for all of their drawings. So be ready to have that flexibility. Going back to Window, selecting our document, and I'll close that out. And I'll close this one out. I do not want to save changes. And we can continue.